Welcome back, everybody, and today we are on the Minecraft home screen, and we are going to go through 10 backups that I have made of my world, just to end off the series by going back through our past. So let's start at the earliest backup that I have, and that was on... oh, sizzling. So let's pause that for a second. That was on June 12th of 2015, and as you can hear, we have this fire here. I guess I remember why I removed this now, because it hissed like that, and that was terrible for recordings. But we are going to open to LAN on all of these worlds, so that I can go into G-tab space 3 spectator mode. And as you can see here, we have a bed, a stone wall, some water, and some lava, and that makes these armor stands flame. And we can turn on a little bit of sound here. And as you can see, we have one of the earlier designs. Actually, I think this is the earliest design of my spider farm. They came up through here and into this crushing area, and there was a way to go back to survival here to turn this off. I guess I'm stuck inside now. T, up, enter. There we go. You could lock it there, and let's just turn this even farther down. And this button crushed the spiders, which we then used splash potions of harming to kill. Of course, piston translocation broke this design, so I changed it out for a manual killer. Let's see what else is over here. Aha! The mini underground wheat farm, and I don't have elytra. It is still here, still as bad as ever. I don't have a slime farm anymore, or here, except for this one, which actually did not work. I was a chunk off of my measurements, so this never worked. Let's see, we also have the cow farm, with just about the same amount of cows as it does now. And let's see if I was working on... I was. Ooh. Okay, I didn't show this in my world tour, but this unfinished spider farm is still sitting here. Just about in the same state. I think I finished the room here. That was about it. Let's go ahead and head to the surface now. And I guess we did have these pathways in. Actually, let's just explore our cave. Oh wow. I still had this staircase going. No tree farm, no Pama. I did have the brewing lab, awkward potion factory, and... ooh, we did have this area. So this was my 3 crop farm. Of course, beetroot didn't exist yet. And we have a water drop that is still sort of there today. Chicken farm. This chest here went into a line that transported my splash potions of harming from the potion lab all the way down to that spider farm. Another wart farm, and this thing I remember filled a lot with iron golems. Looks like my original mob farm is still up there. Just as bad as ever. And looks like I ran out of blocks and started placing things, so I'm glad I remade this out of cobblestone. And it looks like I still have my tree farm here. That didn't work very well. And my villager house full of villagers. Let's see what's in the chest here. Nothing too good. We do not have a beacon here. At least I don't think. Yeah, our beacon used to be right here. This looks like my bulk oak farm. No iron farm in the cactus hole, and the bob shed is still here. Of course, at this point it didn't have that name. Let's see what's in the chest. A lot of string. And right here was a failed mob farm attempt as well. That's no longer there. And here was a villager transport system. We'll get to that next. But here is what is now my village. According to this, I just have my house here. 24 blocks away. Oh, this is 24 blocks away diagonally from this thing, I'm guessing. And this is my iron farm, which is where this wool path comes from. Apparently I already moved out the villages, or the villagers. And this was my first iron farm of the world. Let's see how poorly it's doing. Fairly bad. And, as I alluded to in last episode, or maybe the episode before that, we have this transport line that took me all the way from my cave to the iron farm. Here's another thing I alluded to, and that is my respawn access area. Let's see what's in the mob drops. Not a whole lot of anything. Oh, these 2 books. I don't think those are there anymore, but let's see what's in them. These are of course all backups. Once upon a toaster there was a guy with a giant nose and a unibrow. Okay, that's a bit strange. Once upon a time there was a guy named Steve. Wait, what was the name for that? Billy Bob. Okay. Here is our horse stable. That's still sitting there. I remember having to store everything in this chest for a while. Let's check out our storage system. And I'm assuming it is still here. Yep. Wood and food. And I didn't have a whole lot of good stuff. Okay. That looks like that's it for the cave at least. Anything on the surface left to point out? I believe we removed those sugarcane a long time ago. Oh, and we still have this netherrack border. Oh, and this pathway here. I wanted to make a volcano type thing here, but I never ended up doing it. I also made this bridge here, which made no sense. So it got replaced with a bridge going from right here to right over here. Or no, it ended up right here, didn't it? Which I think is a much better looking bridge. So I think that's it, other than to mention there's a lot of creeper holes everywhere. We can go over here and look at the Guardian farm. I believe there's another portal over here somewhere. Yes, there is. And this used to lead into our nether to that one drop chamber that I showed in a earlier episode. I believe it was the world tour. So now, let's go ahead and head into the next backup, which was on May 28th of 2016. Let's see, May 28th of 2016. And it looks like I had already installed the book area. We had 50, 49, and 48 all planned out right there. Let's see. Once again, we're going to allow cheats. There we go. And T/D tab space 3. Nope, 3. Here we go. I don't think there's much progress on the cave. Oh, it looks like we made our slime farm by this point. So that's good. I already hear a slime somewhere. So that's all working by this point. Let's see if we destroyed that fire. Yeah, we destroyed the fire and replaced the system for a manual kill. This place still is unchanged. Over there is good. Same as it was in the last backup. Storage system, I think, got an upgrade. Yep, we go all the way here to the melon chest. So this is definitely a very highly expanded out storage system. Looks like we were missing jungle wood. And of course later on we did go to the jungle, so that's going to get filled in. We fixed up this farm. Did we go up? No, we didn't. So it's still the small sugarcane farm that it was in the previous backup. Looks like we destroyed the old mob system and implemented this new one. Yes, this is still the, well, almost the design that I still use today. And that seems to go right through here and out into here. Okay. Ooh. This is an attempt at a villager breeder. Apparently I hadn't finished it yet. You can see that we have these lamps going through here, which was definitely an upgrade. Let's see, tree farm? Yep, tree farm stuff. Right in there. Some creeper catchers that I destroyed later on. And it looks like we had built the village up by this point. We do not have the killing system yet though. So that is something that will be implemented later on. Let's see what the case is here. So it looks like I did move the iron farm to the cactus hole. And you can see that there's villagers in there. And it should have some... Actually, no, it wouldn't have any iron in it. Because I made a mistake up here, I think. Yes. You can still see the mistake I made a long time ago right there. So what happened in the past is I forgot to remove the safety slabs, if I can show them at all. How about this? F3 and N. Why are they still standing there? Aha! There we go. Killing all the iron golems now. Slowly. But as you saw, I had some slabs there, and for the longest time, that was why I never produced anything with this iron farm. And it seems we still have these pathways, and I have not yet implemented the park system into the area. Domain's still the same, but we do have this villager breeder over here now, seemingly with some pumpkins for trades. And that is all for this backup, I would think. Oh yeah, and I have the spawn platform built now. Well, sort of. Just the quick drop area done. So let's go ahead and head on to the next backup, which is June 5th of 2016. And let's see what's happening here. I'm in the Nether, and it is very laggy for some reason, probably because of all the achievements. And it looks like I'm in the jungle biome portal. So let's go ahead and open it to LAN again so I can have my spectator mode. And let's just go ahead and head through. Spectator mode. Here we go. And as you can see, this was the basis of my base here. Or the jungle base, I should say. Oh yeah, I do have a cobblestone generator there. And these tunnels didn't lead anywhere as far as I remember, so I never actually developed this area. Let's go ahead and look at the burned down state of the jungle. Can we get these chunks? Well, we'll just leave that at that, and let's go ahead and head back to our island. So that's TP Iceface 42. We'll say it's near 0, 0. Okay, back at the island here. And it does not seem like there was too much here, other than some small details. Such as removing the wood that was here. Looks like I just polished up the grassy areas for this one. And I had already been to the jungle by this point, so that's why I have those things there. I still have this indent. But yeah, inside here, I filled up this area back with stone so that we could build something going right here. And I think that's it for the island, as far as I can tell. Let's see, F3 and N, go through the portal, anything in the nether. Ooh. We still have this as our nether hub. Just a bit of history here. And it looks like we don't have a blaze farm farther than this right here. So let's go ahead and head on to the next backup, which is September 27th of 16. Yes. Looks like I was writing 55, and no elytra yet, but it looks like I was planning to implement the beacon in this episode. Of course, we have our cocoa beans there. Aha! We finally, by this point, finished this area up. I still haven't filled in that hole. But let's go ahead and do what we did, I'm guessing, in the beginning of episode 55, and complete our beacon. There we go. Huh. Don't know why I had the duck zapper at this point. But let's go ahead and open to LAN. Okay. And it looks like I've implemented our tree farm here, as well as added some things to the village. These two houses, 3 houses in particular. So now our village is growing. Let's see if we have the killing area down here yet. No, we do not. Let's see what I've done over here. This area is still unfinished. I did, in fact, expand this mob farm up even farther, though. Apparently there's a giant cloud here. Oh, and it's going and activating. And let's just check on the domain before we head on to the next backup. Still the same. So let's go ahead and head to the next backup. And that is February 12th of 2017. So now we're in 2017. Looks like I just completed the potato farm, and I do have elytra. No ender pearls. So let's just get out how I intended. And it looks like I have built the bridges and cleaned up this area. Anything in this area? Sheep farm, cow farm are still there. Or pig farm, I should say. Pixel piracy boat is here. And no cannonballs on top. Let's see. It is much more crowded in the food area. And you know what, let's just go ahead and look down here as well. And now that I have the elytra, I don't think there's much need to go into third person anymore. Or, not third person, game mode 3. Let's check on the domain. No progress there. And it looks like we have built the parks. Or at least some of them. Let's see. Yeah, we're still missing one right here. And what we did in episode 97. But as you can see, we have our potato farm running for the first time, I would think. Yep, just barely running there. Or with a small reservoir. And let's just check on the state of the cave. I would assume there's not much to update on. Oh yeah, I still have this pumpkin and melon farm, despite having that one up there. And let's see. Aha! Here's where I had my world map before I moved it over to where this stable is, which apparently is just a hole now. Hadn't fixed up the walls yet. And everything down there should be exactly the same. This area is the same. Nothing happened over there, I don't think. Yep. Because the tree farm was the first development I had over there. So I think that is it for this backup. So let's go ahead and... oh wait. Yes, we did expand this farm here. All the way up to that point. And we do have 3 dragon heads. And it looks like I hadn't built my fuel efficient furnace yet. Let's see what my riches were like. Fairly good. So, let's go ahead and head into the next backup. And this horse is still living here, as it does today. Let's see, after that is May 11th of 2017. And it looks like here is where we have the domain. Yes, it was a geometric episode. That's the title I remember putting on here. I don't have any potions on me. But this is the beginnings of the domain. Let's see. And the beginnings of the new farm design that I had built. Let's go ahead and fly out and just look at the island for a little bit here. I do have my beacon submerged now, and it looks like I have done something a little bit more with this park. Not entirely sure if that's true, but it also seems to be that we have our killing area now. Let's see how many villagers are stacked up here. We have none. Okay. And let's just go ahead and check on our crater over there. I don't think there's going to be much of any implementation before the potion lab is here, the redstone brew house. And it looks like I was experimenting with AFK platforms at this point. Yeah. And I think we also had expanded the mob farm here. Let's go ahead and look inside the cave for a little bit. And we changed over to lava. We added these lights. Cocoa bean farm. That's how it used to work. And it looks like we have a shovel system and a fuel efficient furnace. Transportation. So that was the lag spike original design for the shovel system right here. And it is definitely quite bulky. I believe it's almost twice the size of the current version. Let's just mine our way out. And it also looks like we have this implemented as well. Let's see, do we have the tree farm? I would think we do by this point, but I'm not entirely sure. No, we do not. And I think that's it for this backup. So let's go ahead and head on to the next one, and that's August 19th of 2017. Let's go over here. And I am flying. Redstone Brewhouse is right here. And I think this is all I had to show for this area, or for this backup. We had not yet completed the outside of the Redstone Brewhouse, and I think I was flying over there for a screenshot. Let's see. I now have my pig and cow and sheep farm over here, rather than having two big holes in the ground. Looks like I finally implemented a park-ish area over here, as well as almost finalized the ending for the drop site there. Let's go ahead and check out the inside of the cave here, and as you can see, we have this as it is today, as well as our map as it is today as well. And let's go ahead and check for the tree farm, as I do think that was this time. Two shovel systems. Of course, we converged that into one just by naming half of the shulker boxes with a pi symbol. And wow, okay. I thought the tree farm came before the redstone brewhouse. And if my suspicions are correct, we don't. Okay. Well, we still, even today, have this zombie spawner up here, just sitting around and doing not much of anything. But that's it for this backup. So let's go ahead and head on to September 13th of 2017. And this was for the finished... Oh yeah. I had been fixing a chunk here. This is for the finished redstone brewhouse. And we can go inside and see it in its glory. Let's see, how's the domain doing? I have a feeling it's all done by that point. Yes, it is. Everything for the domain and a lag spike seems to be done. Actually, let's go ahead and check in. There is a button here, and there are shovel systems. This one's empty though. Anything else here to see? I added some leaves to that bridge there. I think I just added that bridge in as well. And let's see if the tree farm is there, even though I'm not going to be counting on it. Oh, it looks like we also, if I can make it, we have our AFK platform just about finished. We don't have a chest here yet. But other than that, it is the same as it is today. And let's just go ahead and jump down and check on the inside here. Another lag spike, as I haven't loaded any of this for a very long time, especially because it's a backup. Looks like we finalized the design for this block breaker. I think we filled up these chests a little more. And we do have a tree farm now. This is our very rudimentary tree farm design. Let's go ahead and use it. Just one use. Step back, it grows, you step forward, you press the button, get your axe. It seems like it's broken at this point. Oh, because you have to break the logs first. That's it. Yeah, so now it's broken. Anyway, that's what that is. And I'm seeing this pathway here, so that's making me think memory lane is in as well. Yes, it is. So, here we are in memory lane, and it should be just about as it is today, just missing episode 96 and episode 98. That being Pama and the day we finished work on this world. And I think that is it for this backup. So after a lag spike, let's go ahead and save and quit to title, and go on to March 13th of this year. Let's just see what state everything is in. Looks like this was after our big cave expansion. So you can see our world map has been added over here. Yep. And this is the episode where we prepared lag spike for Pama to be right in that room. Let's see, I don't think there's much else to see, as everywhere else shouldn't have changed that recently. Oh yeah, we added in this area down here that took up the space that was our tri-crop farm, which is now, it would be a quad crop farm, as Mojang made beetroots a thing. And let's just ride the elevator up. Press the button. Here we are. And let's just take a quick flyby of the overworld. But I'm pretty sure it's just the same. We do have another beacon over there and there. And looks like we finished that hill, but I think that was in an earlier backup. And we added in that park as well. Anything else to see here? I don't think so. Oh, we added that in as well. And that should be it for this backup. So let's go ahead and land on a tree. Oh yeah, we also extended that as well, but I think that was also in another backup that I showed off earlier. So, we have one more backup, and that is 6/19/18, so June 19th of this year. And to see that backup, you're going to have to watch episode 99, where I do a world tour. But that's going to do it for today's episode and this world. So like, comment, and subscribe. And that is it. Bye.